Good evening, good evening. Once again, it's your friend, it's your family, True Streets from True Streets Club and the Pastor. How's everybody out there doing this evening? Hope everybody's prayed up, everybody's good, everybody's feeling blessed. Everybody's been getting their meditations along. Meditations and salutations. All right. Y'all ready to get into this evening? Let's get this going on. You know, I always gotta start off with a little bit of music. You know, sets the mood. Well, today, this topic is a little different. Tonight we're going to be talking about listening. And I mean listening from within. Listening to yourself. Listening to the universe. Listening to nature. Because right now the earth is in pain. The world is hurt. So many bad emotions in the air. So much bad energy is going on. We got wars, violence, hunger. It's all kind of things just sickening the earth that we live on. And if you don't believe what I say, here it is, we just got out of these storms and already there's another storm. Every time you turn around, the earth is trying to rid itself of the infection. Sorry to say, but we're that infection. Mainly because we don't listen. Nobody tells us it's the truth. You know, and it's partially not our fault because we've been lied to so much. But if you are trying to find enlightenment, trying to enrich yourself, trying to know more, learn more, you're going to have to learn to listen. Thus, you're going to have patience. So that's two you're going to have to acquire. And you're going to have to learn them. Some people were born with patience, most are not. But when you get down to listening, you gotta listen to the things around you. Not as much as all the words, but the reactions, the expressions, the energy, the vibrance of the world, what's going on around you, who you are. You gotta be in tune. And the more you search, the more you'll see what I'm talking about. You gotta learn how to be one with yourself, one with nature. How back in the day the Indians used to put the ear to the ground and could tell you if a vehicle or a horse or something, a buffalo or whatever is coming up the road, or some people can listen to the rumble in the background and know when the storm is coming. You know, how you can just smell the air, you can smell the moisture and the rain in the air before you even see it. And we've let society take us away from that. Sure, there's people go fishing, go camping and stuff, but it's not the same. People who live out there on the edge or off the grid, should they say, they know what I'm talking about. It's a different life. Different feeling. You can hear the wolves at nighttime, and hear the owls and the crickets, and all of the different creepy crawlers, as they like to say, at nighttime. The caseless, you know, the bugs that be the strange and loud noise, and You can hear all that at nighttime. But most of the time, especially when you're out in the country or the woods, or you're out on a lake or whatever, it's not the same as the beach. It's a different sound. Sure, you hear water on the beach, but it's a different sound when you're on a lake or you're in the wilderness, or there's a waterfall nearby, or natural running water instead of the churning of the sea, the ocean, or whatever. But you get to hear the crickets, and then you see the fireflies, and it's in unison, but yet they're all doing their own pattern, their own light thing, and the moths as they float past through the air, even to when you see the bats doing ballet movements and stunt coordination tactics just to catch bugs out of the air at nighttime. We don't listen. And even down to us as being people, we don't listen to each other, even when we hurt each other. And a lot of us know we hurt the other person, but yet still choose to do it. Don't listen to, the stuff that they say that we did wrong, because no one wants to look at themselves as doing wrong. It's all kind of things that we look at right now, but we don't listen. And you can see a person smile every day, but never hear them cry. You can see a businessman do power moves in the office every day, but never take that drink behind closed doors. Because we're not in tune to emotions. Thus we don't listen. But yet in this day and age, we need to listen more. It's the cries of the Ukrainian people. People at the border who can't get in. The Africans and other Middle Easterns of color going through their hassle at different borders and depot stops. But yet, we're over here complaining about an extra $1 in gas, extra $2 in gas, or how many likes we didn't get on TikTok because we didn't say something about the gas thing or the Ukraine people. Or if we're not taking Trump's side or Biden's side. But yet, COVID has been put on the back burner though. But yet, slowly they're trying to integrate it since things been stalled and the war has went on longer than what they planned. But then again, they might have planned that too. But we don't listen. Hell, we don't even listen to the things that we say we love. Our wives, our children, our family members, even our pets. We are an ignorant race. And we're ignorant to the facts of others, the feelings and the opinions of others. What is right and what is wrong, that's what we're really ignorant of. Manipulation is what we listen for. We don't listen for nature. We don't listen for the warning signs. Nobody hears the gong goes off at the end of the village right before the flash flood comes. Nobody hears the child crying out in the street as the car hits them, or the man snatched them in the back of the van because parents are too busy doing other things. You don't hear your child when your child takes and tumbles down some stairs, or your child is addicted to drugs and you tell them, you're being sorry, you're being slack, pull it together. Nobody listens anymore. But if you choose to change things around, the question is, how do you listen, being as a person who didn't listen before? Which is also another difficult journey. You know, to show empathy, sympathetic to other people's feelings and other people's emotions, and take accountability for the actions that you have, you know what I'm saying, that you've done, or the things you progress towards, whereas though it was to basically walk over other people's heads, you know. So by that, you have to learn how to listen. You have to learn how to control the thought patterns, to control your will, yet to bend for others. You know, you have to listen to others. This world, we're so far apart, but yet we're right there together. We look at 1,000 people a day on social media, but yet truly listen to half the stuff we see, or we watch, or we turn the volume up, or we play over 1,000 times. For instance, here's a good one. All of a sudden you're on social media, a beautiful girl pops up doing some twerking or something like that, and then pops on somebody else saying, what colors of clothes does she have on? What was the song? What color was her hair? And you know none of these things. All you was caught up in the moment that she was up there doing something erotic. So that's what we are reduced down to, because we didn't listen. We didn't listen to the signs, the warning signs. We didn't listen to the birds when they couldn't find out what season was what season. We didn't listen to the squirrels who don't hibernate no more. We didn't listen to the acorns when they fell off the trees, or when the seeds fell down from the maples and the oaks. No one ever listens. This generation don't even listen to parents. Thus comes the dying breed. Storytellers. Some storytellers are comedians, like Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, Red Fox. Some storytellers are, you know, book tellers, historians, scholars, which is becoming a dying breed because nobody's taking that information pretty much serious anymore. Whereas though if it ain't about doing something online, superficial most likely, or posting something about somebody who life was taken away from them shortly, or joining some movement that a lot of times doesn't make sense, just to get attention for the part of it. And so that's what we're reduced to. When I say it's a dying breed, storytellers, sure there are comedians, sure there are people out here who sing songs and get up on stage and perform, but they don't have the qualities of a storyteller. They don't characterize history and current things in their conversations that you can relate to. They choose to shut up about past. They choose to clam up when there's a real opinion to be stated. And then years later, they wonder why you're in a predicament because you didn't choose to listen when you was told and say something about it. So therefore, my friends, do you listen? I ask y'all that question. I ask y'all that challenge. Do you listen? Will you listen? Can you listen? Are you able to listen? Or should I say, are you able to have an attention span longer than 5 to 15 seconds? And as y'all see, platforms that are people choosing to get on, they're cutting the seconds down for the majority of them, adding longer seconds and minutes on other ones when they already know they already done cut the mind mentality back to 5 to 15 second clips. So why would you even put a 10-minute clip out there just for people to just take up space? For the majority, even if they see that it's a 30-minute clip or podcast or whatever, they usually don't even make it through the first 5 to 10 to 15. But you got creators on all these different platforms trying their best to give you the best material for what you know. For what you put this way, in a short period of time, you never get the whole saying, because the shorter you make it, the more you try to pack into it, then it becomes stepped over top of, so now it's mumble jumble. And so the more we don't listen to the long platform and keep going with the short platform. And remember an old saying, if you take the short road, it ain't always good compared to the long road. Look at what's going on now. Everything is the short road. Even down to making a lot of money. Everything is put out there for you to do it easier. Just follow the steps. Whereas though, you ain't gotta get bloody knuckles and busted up knees and a bad back to set your family up with a fortune these days. For the majority of it, all you gotta do is take your clothes off. Here's my butt. You understand? Nobody listens to the hurt that's in the air. And then you gotta think, why do such and such girls take their clothes off? Why do people post bad things about baby mothers? Why do people want to see all this death and violence? Why do people want to see all this persecution? Why do people want to see all this hurt? Why do people all want to get such a big, gigantic bag? Nobody's listening to none of the signs that's going on. But yet all we want is more and more and more. More. Take, I want yours. You, I want mine. I want his. I want theirs. It's just greed. And more temptation for more and more greed. Hell, even. Men can't even please women no more because they didn't invent a robot to take that away from them. Thus, more women with women. Don't need no man. Put it this way, this day and age, and I'm sorry to say it, a lot of them preach strong will. You don't need a man. Now we got a rose, a butterfly, a wand, and half a horse prostate part, or how you want to say it, member part, made into a rubber part, so you could try that part. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, you don't even got to go to a bookstore. You can just turn on TV. There's all kind of crazy stuff in online that they're dishing out that's literally killing off the human race We don't need nobody to drop no nuclear bomb. They gonna keep making enough roses and stuff. Everybody, all the females gonna be too buzzed out. Ain't no guys gonna be getting none. Thus, no more kids. It ain't gonna take too much longer. And we all gonna be online and never even see it happen. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against nobody. I mean, there was a time I loved to see two women together. I love to see 3 or 4 of them together, to tell you the truth. There was a time. But now that I see all that bullshit that we put in the air when we was younger that we thought was the right thing is hurting society and our kids and everybody else now because we didn't listen. When the older folks told us this wasn't right and that wasn't right, y'all know what y'all talking about. Y'all old. Remember that? Well, guess what? Now we're the older people. I mean, no, I'm not over the hill, but I'm over 50. So therefore, you know, it is what it is. My time is getting shorter as everybody else's time is. I wish I would have listened when I was younger. So these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, these are my stories, this is my life. As I share with y'all, I ask y'all comments, comment in, hit me up on my other platforms, and let me know how you feeling. Because I like to know the comments, I like to know what you're feeling, because trust me, I value your opinions. Because I truly think there's more people out there that think like me. Or at least can relate to my stories. So once again, this is your friend, this is your family, True Streets from True Streets. I could have been the pastor. I am the Hood Guru. And like I said, I try to share as much information with y'all and give y'all as much wisdom that I would share with. Because there was times I wish I would have had somebody share stuff like I know now that I didn't know then that people didn't share with people. People kept stuff to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it was mainly, there was no internet. So, if you can't relate, you know what I'm saying, to these thoughts, chime in, keep hitting me up. I thank you. I say prayers for everybody, especially the people over there in Europe. Pray for the families and for the ones that are lost. Don't know what's true, don't know what's fake, don't know what's real, don't know what's bad, but I pray for humanity. Oh yeah, and my back is feeling a lot better. I can't wait till I can start working out again because I feel like I've gained weight. And if I did gain weight, I want to use it to my advantage, not my disadvantage. Meaning keep the muscle, leave everything else has to go. So anyway, so we get back onto this listening. I hope you all comprehended a lot what I said and can understand what I said about listening on both sides of it. For the ones who don't listen, take the time, learn to listen. And the ones who do, thank you. Keep at it, keep showing love, keep sharing your blessings with everybody because this world is lacking love, this world is lacking caring. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, keep smiling. Because remember that man who stands gave you that smile. And don't let nothing down here on this rock take it from you. But you got to keep your hopes up, you got to keep your energy up, you got to keep dreaming. Don't ever give up your dreams. I don't care how old you is. Because as long as you're a dreamer, things can happen. You know, because you dream it, manifest it, bring it into reality. And if it doesn't go in your favor, do it again. And then do it again. And then a repetition, and do it again. And trust me, things will turn out right for you. But like I said, namaste for the rest of you. thank you all for chiming in. I also want to shout out to Saguru, you know, and a couple of other ones, you know, Matthew family. You know what I'm saying? He's born. He be on everything, but you gotta check him out in the Queen. Anyway, also check out that date as far as Pink Bubbles Boutique or Pink Bubbles Conversations. One and the same day. You know what I'm saying? Check out her episodes. And also check out, she has Merc, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of you couples who trying to make things exciting in your life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to spice up your bedroom, or a lot of these single people who just want to keep some little extra around. Check her out. She's a nice young lady. She got some good quality merchandise. But once again, it's the True Streets from True Streets. I could have been a pastor. I am the Hill Guru. I thank you all for chiming in once again. And for the ones who don't know me, the ones who don't, and the ones who do, I'm going to slip that up just for you. But anyway, as I come back at you, when I turn my head to the right, you already know what time it is.